Jozy Jewel, clearly one of the heart and soul guys for this Iowa Hawkeye team. And when we asked you about the rest of the Big Ten and who the heart and soul guys were for the other teams, you couldn't start that list without Jozy Jewel.
No, I got a couple guys, but, you know, being it's Iowa Day and you're talking about Jozy Jewel, how could you not talk about that guy? You know, he's a guy that wasn't really that highly recruited coming out of high school. He goes to Iowa. He's a hard-nosed guy. He's a blue-collar guy. He's the undisputed leader of that defense, and more importantly, the type of guy, and you can see that during the interviews, he's all business. You know, when he talks, everybody listens, and he's going to set the tempo on that team. You know, another guy, after you get by him, that I'd like to bring up is McSorely, the quarterback for Penn State. Now, you know, everybody knows the type of player that he is, and, you know, James Franklin made it clear when he left Vanderbilt and went to Penn State, he was recruiting McSorely down at Vanderbilt because he was a great winner. So you know he could win and he could play, but when you watch him play, man, that guy brings the swagger. He's flamboyant. You think about when he makes a play, I can still see in my head when he throws that ball up and he hits the home run or whatever. That type of action that he does, really, I think everybody on that team feeds off this guy. And last but not least, and, you know, you think of Ohio State and all the high-profile players they have, but Urban Meyer always talks about their offense starts and ends with the play of the offensive line. And Billy Price, a guy that started out as a defensive lineman, then he went to guard, now he's going to be a center. If you've ever been to a practice there, you see how those guys work, and they set the tempo there and are great leaders on the team without saying anything. But offensive line, heart and soul of the Ohio State offense, and he's the heart and soul of that line.
Sounds like something Migos wouldn't do.
Yes, without question. Very nice reference. Pat Elflein, same kind of guy. Urban Meyer always talked about offensive line and how important that was. Honorable mention, I'll throw in a guy that the Big Ten just lost in Wisconsin's Jack Cichy to the ACL for the year. Here's how tough and heart and soul that guy was. He tore the ACL, went through pre-practice injury protocol, finished the rest of practice. It wasn't until the post-practice imaging showed the ACL that he was done for the year. Guy finished practice with a torn ACL. That's heart and soul.
Wow.